oh, I feel like the Spirit of God is telling us to relocate back to Ibadan. God, please don't say that. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be alone. What am I going to do with my life? You don't just teach them because now you have attained the Mrs. status. Life is not like that, okay? What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new, welcome. I'm happy to have you. My name is Bibi Afolabi, and on this channel I talk about marriage, faith, lifestyle. Basically, if you're interested in any of this content, do well to click the subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you know when I post a new video. Actually, yesterday I was just thinking about what to come and talk about on YouTube. So I'm like, let me come and talk about the things that I've been going through recently in my marriage. So as you can already tell from the title, the things people don't tell you about getting married, or things people don't tell you before getting married. So I've been married for 2 years, 1 month now, and my husband and I only started living together 10 months ago. Wait, hold on. May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. Yeah, so we only started living together 10 months ago, and the first many months of our marriage we were apart. If you don't understand what I'm saying, go back and see all the videos my husband and I have done together. Then you get context, okay? So, so yeah, and we started living together for 10 months. On a general note, it's been great, it's been amazing. I didn't expect this ease, even though I prayed for it, but I didn't think it was going to be this easy. Thank God for that. But however, there are still some things that you experience and you're like, what? So those are the things I'm here to talk about. Okay, so if you're interested in this video, definitely keep watching. The first thing that I want to say is that you would always not feel butterflies in marriage. You know, all those butterflies in your tummy that you feel when you were dating, and like when he calls you, you're like floating. When you guys talk or when you see, you're like, oh my goodness, I'm the luckiest girl in the world, I'm so in love, like I could die. You don't feel those kind of feelings in marriage. Well, I don't, and I've spoken to other people and they don't, right? The feeling, the love that you have in marriage is different. My sister was asking me recently about, you know, the difference between the love that you have or the feelings that you have when you're in a relationship and what you have now. And I was trying to explain to her that, you know, the love in marriage is like, this is my own, I chose you, you are mine, and you know, I'll do anything for you, I'm always here for you, I would try my best to please you, I'll try my best to make you the best version of yourself. You know, all those are the kind, that's the kind of feeling that you have in marriage. It's not all this, I'll jump into the water for you, I'll cross the express for you. It's not that kind of hot love. Like, so you will not always feel butterflies in marriage. So you just know in your mind that you love this person, I'm in love with this person. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but I really hope you do, because yeah, because so that when you're not feeling the butterflies, maybe you just got married and you see that, you know, the feeling that I had during courtship, I no longer have it. It's not like you no longer love the person. It's just that, I mean, you're settled now. Alright, ballet. Do you understand? You are calm. You are in the real deal. Now you're actually with the big boys. So you don't need butterflies anymore. Do you understand? Yeah, that's it. So you always don't feel butterflies in marriage. There are sometimes that, you know, you guys go out of your way for each other, or you do something very sweet, you feel like, oh, you have that feeling, that rush, yeah, that rush that you had when you were dating. Yeah, there are sometimes like that, but it's not consistent. It's not like what you will feel every day of the week, every hour of the day. Do you get? Yeah, you get. So that's number one. You don't always feel butterflies in your belly. Number two is that you will not always be together. And I have a very good example of this one. So when I got into the country, if you guys don't know, my husband and I live in South Africa. My husband has been here for quite a while, so I came to join him last year, April, right? So when I came, you know, the whole pandemic and everything, we were all working from home. We were all at home. If you've been following our relationship journey, you will know that we've done long distance relationship for almost all the time we've known each other, until when I moved in with him in April. So that was like when we were getting to know each other. All the bond and connection that we have, we built it over the phone. We built it over a long distance relationship. We built it 4,000 miles away from each other, right? So when I came in last year, that was when we started, you know, knowing you, your mannerism, what you do when you sleep, how you chew, how, you know, all those things that make you know somebody, like know them. And we were always together, like always together, 247. And it was really refreshing for me because I mean, this is the person I love so much. I want to be with you all the time. Then late last year or early this year, my husband's workplace said that they have to come back to work. Before I started as, just come once a week, and then it was twice a week, and then it was 3 times a week. And I was like, almost every day, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be alone. Like when he's leaving in the morning, he legit stopped waking me up to tell me that. Because when he's leaving normally, he would just give me a peck on my cheek. He would give me a peck on my cheek to say, okay babe, I'm leaving, see you later. And I will stand up from the bed, 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'll be sad. Like I'll be legit sad, like what am I going to do with my life? I'm joking. But that moment of sadness was always there. Like from the time he texts me, I wake up, follow him to go open the door, say goodbye. Like I'm sad in those moments. But recently I'm just like, girl, but it's not like I'm sad all day. It's not like I just sit down around and say, oh, my husband has left me. No, I don't do that. But I just feel the loneliness. But I just realized that you will not always be together. So that is why you always have to have something that you're doing for yourself. You always have to have a purpose, a plan. You always have to enjoy your own company. It's not like when my husband is around, on his head or in his arms or 247. No, because I really thoroughly enjoy my own company. I like me time, but I also like to know that it's there. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like I always like to know that my husband is in the other room. When I need him, I can go fetch him or I can go meet him. I don't like the feeling of, oh, he's not at home at all. So that is what I don't like. I see that I'm able to adjust quickly because I've always enjoyed my own space. Trust me, I have no problem with that. I enjoy thoroughly my company, right? So you will not always be together. Have a plan, have a purpose. If you have a job, hold steadfast to it. Like, make yourself happy is the whole point I'm trying to make. Make yourself happy, okay? That's number 2. Number 3 is that your circle of friends might change. And notice that I said might. It is not compulsory that because now you're married, your circle of friends have to change. You have to ditch all your unmarried friends, all your friends that are single. You ditch them. You say, oh, I'm no longer in your class. You and I, level has changed. I mean, you're now in a space that nobody has ever been before. No, but you should expect that your circle will expand because now you're married. You will meet more people, most likely in the same circle. You meet more married people, so your circle of friends might expand. Yeah, if you are that kind of person, if you like to make friends, your circle of friends might expand. It might not even be people of your age group. It might be like older married people. Like since I got married, I've made friends, and most of them are not even my mates. I mean, I have aunties that I can now talk to about things that I'm going through. My first conversation of sex, like outside my husband, was with an older person that I just met. Like I was comfortable to talk about it with her. She's older, she's my auntie, but I consider her my friend. And I just met her, right? That is the kind of change that might come. It's not that you will now say, oh, because you're single, because you're married now, bye-bye to all my single friends. No, don't do that. But your priorities will change, obviously, but it doesn't mean that you have to ditch all your single friends. They were your friends, not because all of you were single. I mean, they were things that you guys were contributing to each other's lives. That's why they are your friends. You don't just ditch them because now you have attained the Mrs. status. Life is not like that, okay? Number 4, ladies and gentlemen, number 4 is that, see when they say that marriage is not for boys and girls. Like, number 4, you are going to need the fullness of the Spirit of God. Like, you're going to have to, you know how they used to say that you forgive in advance. It's not a joke. We are not playing. You literally forgive in advance. I'll see if I can find a screenshot of the last time my husband and I had a fight. Like, if you guys have followed my relationship journey, you will know that in this relationship, I'm the peacemaker. I'll just send a message to you like, I'm talking to you because I'm forgiving you in advance. So whatever it is that you did yesterday, I no longer remember it. Like, I will put a screenshot here or something like that. Guys, you need overload of forgiveness. No jokes. Like, you're gonna have to forgive because you're gonna step on each other's nerves. What? I was just with my best friend one day. I was like, marriage is really not, it's not a joke. It's hard work. Marriage is continuous hard work. Like, you really have to be working every day. See, if you are that kind of person that used to glory in, I can keep malice. Me, I can keep malice for 2 years. I will not talk to you. Don't bring it inside marriage, or because it will not pay you like pay. So please and please and please, learn forgiveness. Learn how to forgive other people, because you're gonna have to be forgiving your partner, if not every minute, but every day. Okay? Yeah. And I think this one is number 5. You guys, you know how that we always think, especially for me, I'm a first child, right? And I'm a first child. I have 3 siblings. I come from a very closely knitted family, like my extended family from my mother's side. We are very many and we are very close. So all my cousins, we are like very tight, and I'm the second eldest. So I have authority. I have authority. I've always been the person to say, sit down there and you sit down, or don't do it and you don't do it. You get that kind of thing. But in marriage, you will not always be right. You will not always be right. And even if you are right, it will not always go your way. If I has maybe thinks that this is what this thing should be, but my husband does not think so, I'm gonna have to submit. That is why you don't marry somebody that you cannot submit to. That is why you need to marry somebody that you are ready to submit to his leadership. Because in a vehicle, we cannot have 2 drivers, right? In a vehicle, we cannot have 2 drivers. In as much as we are partners, there is one head in this home, and that is the man of this house. I'm sorry, I'm not a feminist, but that is the man of this house. He is the head of this home, and he's gonna lead. Because he's the head and he's a good leader, he would always consult. Oh, how do you think this should be done? How do you think? That is why I have sense. He should acknowledge that I have sense. But things will not always go your way, even though you think you're right. So please marry somebody that you can submit to. Marry somebody that, so me, I'm so tired of leading. I'm so tired of taking the initiative, that, especially in the family circle, that, man, I surrender. Anything you want, let's do it. If my husband says, oh, I feel like the Spirit of God is telling us to relocate back to Ibadan, God, please don't say that. I'm not going to argue. I'm just going to say, are you sure? He says yes. Okay, we pack our bag and we go to Ibadan, Nigeria. It's not hard. That is one of the reasons that I said yes to him, because I know that he can lead me, and wherever he's leading me is where God wants me to be. So even in church now, when pastor is talking about, you have to make sure that you are in the will of God, I just look at my husband and I'm like, you know what, we're in the will of God. If my husband says we're in the will of God, we're in the will of God. Like, no story. So please, marry somebody that you can submit to, and know that you will not always be right. And even if you are right, you will not always do things your way in marriage, okay? Then the next thing is that you should embrace change. They did not tell me that I would change. If they tell me, there is one area of my life that I've really, really changed, and even my friends can attest to it. Like, when my friends are talking to me, they know that, come on, this has to be something has happened to you, my dear sister. Because before I got married, you guys, I'm still one of the most ambitious person you would ever meet. Like, I was so my brothers used to say, please don't put it on me. Don't put your ambition. Whatever it is you want to do with your life, do it. But please don't come and put it on us. Do whatever you want to do with your life. I'm always the person to say, why are you not doing this? You should be doing that. I was a money freak. Like, anywhere that we can get money, as long as it's legit and we can get money from there, you'll find me there. Like, I'm always there. But now, I'm so chilled. Oh my God. I still want to make money, don't get me wrong. But it was not before. My orientation has changed. My mindset has changed. I'm like, you know what? Money is a tool and money will come. Do the right things and money will come. But before, I was like, we have to get money. So you should be open to change, right? Your partner might change. We don't pray that you change from good to bad, but whatever it is, be open to it. Then where you need to make adjustments, make adjustments. I'm no longer the at all cost person. I'm also working on myself to be deliberate so that I don't now, relax all the way and say, when money will come. Because no, that is not how money will come. You have to work to get money, right? But at the same time, I'm working on myself to balance it. Like, it shouldn't always be top of mind. Yeah, I think that's the word. Before, it was top of mind for me. If you wake me up from sleep and say, what do you want to do with your life? I say, I want to make money. But now when you wake me up, trust me, I'm going to say like 3 things before I even mention money. So now I have a balance. So expect change, embrace change, put checks and balances in place where you have to. I hope you get that point. Yeah. Thank you for getting it. Then the next thing nobody told me about marriage. The next thing nobody told me about marriage is that men's appetite for sex is wild. Ladies and gentlemen, it is wild. Why? It's the food. You guys, oh my God. And see, when I come here to talk here, know that I already have my facts in my hands. I don't just come here to say anything. Because if I have 10 friends now, at least 6 of them are married. And at least 4 out of 6, we talk, we say deep things. Like, we go all into our lives, right? Because I have a small circle of friends, but we are very close. Like, we are very close. So it is the same. It is wild. Like, let's be calming down. It's not food. Wild, okay? Then the last thing I have on my list that nobody told me about marriage is that you will always have to go after peace. You will always have to go after peace. I remember that I said something earlier that if you're the kind of person that you say, oh, I can keep malice for 2 years. I used to be that person, like, whoa, I can not talk to you for like 3 months and nothing happened. Like, day your day and I day my day. But I just thought that this thing cannot pay you. It cannot pay. You will not bring anything out of it. So please, my dear, drop it. That is how, ladies and gentlemen, I dropped it because it cannot pay me. You know how the Bible says that you live in peace with all men. That all men is starting from your marriage, from your home. Live in peace with your wife. Live in peace with your husband. Like, when there is no peace, I cannot function. Now, it's wild. Like, when there is no peace, when my husband and I are having a misunderstanding, I literally cannot do anything. I just have to, go and settle. That's why I'm always... God, you have done me so well. That is why I'm always the first person to make peace, because I literally cannot function. I cannot do any other thing. My mind is just running helter-skelter, to and fro, until I make peace. Until I go and say, I just sit down on his lap or push his head or say something that will make him talk to me, and then we settle. You always have to go after peace in marriage. And these are the things that people would normally not say, or just say and just breeze over it, right? But you have to be a peacemaker for you to have a sweet and beautiful home. So with this few points of mine, I hope you have been able to learn a thing or two. If you are newlywed, if you're about to get married, if you are in my category, in my class, I don't know whether to call myself newlywed at this point. I mean, I'm 2 years in. I'm not a baby. A 2-year-old is no longer a baby. That's a toddler. So, I'm not a newlywed. Newlyweds are under 6 months of marriage. But if you have done 1 year anniversary, my dear, you're no longer a newlywed. So, yeah. So, to all my newlyweds, to single people that are preparing to get married, and to people in my class, and to my seniors, please, if you are my senior, tell us other things that we still don't know about marriage. Tell us in the comment section. And if you have learned a thing or two from this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and tell us what you learned in the comment section. I'll be reading. I reply to almost all the comments, you guys. Yeah, I do that. So please leave a comment. I would respond to you. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Till next time I come your way, I hope that you do well, and God bless you. Bye.